We'll be here. Come back when you want. If you want to see the ending of Boa Hancock here. Yo, girl.
Right. Boa Hancock's such a fun character.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in. Oh, yeah. I still think there's a chance that this One Piece live action could be good.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't really know. You know, live action adaptations really have a bad rep, but
Again, it kind of just depends on like how you go about it.
yeah, that's my thing. It's like I'll know once I see a trailer. Like once the Cowboy Bebop trailer was out, it definitely was like this is probably gonna be bad.
Yeah, that feels about right.
That was kind of what it was like. There's no Ed. And then there's no this, but they're like we talked it over again, and it was like, well, Ed didn't come till later, so
Yeah.
But still, the fact that they just didn't have Ed in the picture, you know, for advertising. But you know, it's like definitely once that trailer was like, not really feeling this.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of how I am on this One Piece thing.
Yeah, waiting for a trailer.
Is I think we'll know once there's a trailer. I don't even, like, we haven't even seen the casting costume yet.
Nope.
You know? So, it's kind of like, we haven't seen the casting costume, and we haven't seen a trailer.
Yeah, so we got, like, a lot.
Yeah, we don't have scripts or anything.
We got nothing.
Yeah, there's just actual nothing other than who the cast is.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, speaking of bad live-action adaptations, what happened with that Powerpuff Girls one? Is it fully canceled, or are they just trying to rewrite it?
I don't know.
Does anyone know? Because once that script leaked, and then the pictures of them...
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, this is fucking abysmal. Although, I guess it should be canceled, right? Because isn't the CW going bankrupt?
Yeah.
Right? They're going under?
Yeah, they are going
They were the ones who were going to do that show, I think, right?
Probably. Again, I don't really remember. I do know that the CW is finally going under, and, like... for me, it's like, oh, finally, the evil has been defeated, you know?
Yeah, right? Yeah, who was supposed to do this? Yeah, it was supposed to be CW.
Okay, I would like not a GIF right now. Thank you.
Yeah, so, alright, well, there's no way it's happening now, I would hope.
Yeah.
The evil has been defeated.
The evil has been defeated. The CW hasn't been profitable since 2006. I'm like, fuck, that feels so
Again, not shocked on that. You'd be surprised how long you can operate a business without making a profit.
Yeah. Look at my business.
Right?
No, mine actually sometimes makes a profit.
Right.
Most of the time.
I mean, we'll get there.
I mean, it is making profits, don't get me wrong. But I can't disclose that.
No, that's true. But, yeah, no, I'm glad that's going to be permanently canceled.
Oh, yeah.
That just sounded abysmal.
Oh, yeah. Felt like it was going to be pretty rough.
Yeah.
Because there was also that, like, the live action Teen Titans, that was pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, that looked terrible. All I remember is the trailer where he's just like, fuck Batman.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, damn, it's the edgy, gritty Teen Titans show everyone wanted 10 years ago when being edgy and gritty was still a thing. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone got tired of edgy and gritty shit just for the sake of it. Before any of these things could be greenlit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which makes sense. That's how that shit always is. something either comes out like right on time, perfect, or it's just in development for way too long and then just like missed the time, you know?
Yeah.
Because like if that had come out in 2006 to 2012,
Oh yeah.
that would have been a huge fucking success.
Probably, yeah.
That would have been considered a masterpiece of cinema, you know?
Mm-hmm. I just really hated the costumes. They were not very well made.
Yeah, I mean, they were about as good as you need for a TV superhero show.
Yeah, and then it just was it just all around just didn't look good.
I'm also just not really a big fan of superhero stuff.
Yeah.
The only superhero that I really like usually is like Spider-Man and Kamala Khan.
Yeah. Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, yeah. I was like, I remember her real name.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both really cool. Who else? I don't really know. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just not a big superhero person anymore.
No.
Like 90s X-Men was really good. Like that TV show, it was good while I was watching it when I was a kid. It's funny to go back and watch now.
Oh yeah.
To take a shot anytime the music plays. That's it. They have like that, and there's like a slow version that will play when sad stuff happens. But I don't remember too much other music from that. It's like if you go back and watch Beverly Hills Cop, that fucking music is reused so much.
Yeah.
That Axel F song.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. That song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so much. I remember me and my sister were watching that movie and we're just like, damn, how many more fucking times are they gonna play this in here? It just keeps going.
As many as it needs, baby.
It cracked me up.
There we go. Hair's getting there now.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a second. I mean, I am drawing the most beautiful woman in all of One Piece. So.
It's true. It's true.
Canonically, the most beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, it was funny. Oda actually talked about how it was really tough designing Boa Hancock because he was like, I just said that this is the most beautiful woman in all of the One Piece universe.
Yeah.
I've really written myself in a corner for this.
Exactly, yeah. If you don't deliver.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it was like, oh, she's alright. Especially if someone's going to be like, why would you forgive me, you ask? Because I am beautiful.
Because I'm beautiful.
Kia! Yeah.
Right?
Everyone fucking thirsty for Boa Hancock.
Dude, Boa Hancock is great. She's so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be the bomb to hang out with.
So fucking
You could get into anywhere.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Didn't I exile you? Yeah. Yeah, she's such a fucking dumbass, dude. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking T-1000ing it.
Oh, I know. I still love that one.
They're fucking snake heads on her, what do you call it, earrings. There's no way she said I'm stuffed. Fucking shave my head and give myself a Mohican.
Right.
She said, and she comes out, oh man, I'm stuffed, and their hair just all turns to Mohicans.
Yeah.
She actually said it.
There's all these posts. Everyone's posting on the Magic Finance now about how shitty Card Kingdom shipping is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're just sending shit. Where's the first one that started this whole fucking thing?
Well...
Someone got, like... How much money was this? Like, $300... Like, $300 worth of cards from Beta, unsleeved, in a cardboard box with 3 packing peanuts like this. Look. This is their $300 order.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's it.
I was like, oh, is it delayed because of all the bad weather that's happening up north?
No. No.
No, this is unforgivable.
Yeah.
Inexcusable.
Okay, apparently Card Kingdom did give them their money back, and they blamed the plastic shortage. But do they know that they can order those cardboard sleeves that they make now? I don't know, or they're paper. There's some sort. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you gotten those?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you guys can order those. You know that?
Yeah, there's like plenty of different ways to keep your shit protected. Like,
yeah, not just leaving it loose in a box that is not the same size with the 3 packing peanuts. The 3 packing peanuts are the real fucking insult here.
Oh yeah, it's so
honestly,
funny as fuck though.
Like, the 3 packing peanuts are the real fucking insult on that picture.
Oh yeah, it's still funny as fuck though.
Wow, that's so bad.
It's still funny as fuck though. Look at it.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking hilarious to see. It's really stupid. I've never bought from them before, so...
Oh, have I bought from them?
I've never purchased from Card Kingdom, so... I know they're, like, really big name, because, I think... Actually, I don't remember if they're still a sponsor of the Command Zone or not. They might have switched to Channel Fireball now. But they were, like, huge with them, so everyone bought their EDH cards from Card Kingdom.
Okay.
They do have a pretty good buy list from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were getting rid of all of those cards, there was a lot of cards. Like, the first few cards I was pulling out of the box was like, not on here, not on here, not on here. Because they're just lesser known whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I ended up going with ABU Games, because, like, even if the cards were more expensive, once we still got more credit, technically.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it made up for it just because we could send in more cards.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Gotta make the shading on those titties just right.
Mm-hmm.
They're the most beautiful titties in the world. You know?
It's so true.
Canonically.
Canonically, these are the most beautiful tits in the world. Oh, what a line. Canonically.
They're right. This is a woman I can love in spite of her giant testicles. I'm just not a big fan of giant titties.
Oh, you said testicles, and I was like,
I said chesticles.
Oh, I heard testicles. I didn't hear
chesticles.
Sorry,
That's what we say that sometimes.
Yeah. I usually prefer them as sweater dicks.
Yeah. I always like chesticles.
Yeah, chesticles is pretty funny.
I thought that was pretty.
I just heard straight up testicles though. That's pretty funny.
Chesticles.
That's pretty funny that I misheard that because that's technically the joke. But yeah, no, they're like on her. It makes sense.
I think it's usually that it's like, I think we've discussed this where it's like I know since it's a designed character, like they're like this to be very sexual, that kind of thing. Like it's It's different than it's just like, wow, that woman just has giant titties. You see a real person in real life.
Yeah.
It's like there was a conscientious effort here. Yeah.
for it to make sense too.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like, no, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong.
So I'm just like, okay, sure.
Because most also like the proportions make more sense in a One Piece thing because they're all very cartoony.
Yeah, that's true. So.
Whereas with like IRL, like this would be painful to look at.
Or like, who is that fucking girl? Uzaki?
Who?
The fucking the girl that is like 4 feet tall but has massive double D's from that anime. The girl with the silver hair.
Which anime?
It's like Uzaki something. It's like the name of. I'm pretty sure the name of the character is in it. This character.
Oh, the one that everyone thought she was like pedo coded.
Yeah, that character.
Yeah,
she's like 4 feet tall with fucking double D's.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, this is weird, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna nope out of this.
It is funny that she's supposedly pedo coded, but she's like a college student.
Yeah, she is a college student, technically.
Again, I don't care to understand some of the things people say.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, because we've talked about this multiple times, where a lot of people's opinions on the internet really don't actually matter.
Yeah.
And they just kind of say things just because you can say them.
Yeah, you can say anything you want on the internet.
Yeah, there's no real...
There's borderline... You have to be a certain level of someone for there to be actual consequences.
Because, like, like how in the, the free speech usually is like, oh, yeah, if you say fire, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So there is no version of that in the internet.
Not really, no. You can pretty much say whatever you want.
We're still in it's
very rare where someone actually makes a goof up that's that big.
What is it? I feel like we're in the term I think we would use is like the Wild West still.
We're definitely not in the Wild West of the internet anymore. No way. That's done. That's over. That was over like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. That was over the day that Mega.com died, alright? That Mega Video went down. You son of a bitch. That was when the Wild West ended.
Well, it's just because I was trying to think about it. Like, when did, now
we're in, like, I don't know, just a vile dark age or something.
Because, because all this shit that you can still get away with, like, so much shit on the internet. Like, in terms of, like, we just said free speech on the internet is different than free speech IRL, because free speech IRL, you can still get in trouble for yelling fire in a
but you can start posting there's a fire everywhere online,
Yeah.
You could do that. You could probably go on the company's go to the Cinemark, Twitter page. There's a fire wherever.
You'll probably
be fine.
You'll probably be fine. Yeah, I don't think that there's been
somehow doubt that's an internet crime.
I don't know if that's like one of those, like, how do I put this? Like, is that there hasn't been a case yet of that. Like, we haven't gone to court yet, because I don't think that's happened yet.
I mean, the closest thing is, like, Alex Jones getting raked over the coals, though, for all the stuff for Sandy Hook.
Yeah, but
so that's actually probably... He did have to pay them, so... Like, that actually did hurt him financially.
Yeah. But it didn't hurt him.
But it doesn't hurt his rep, because he's already in the dump, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some people who said some shit online and have got fired for that and stuff. That happens.
Yeah, that was back more when the internet actually mattered, too. Like,
I don't know. Well, recently some of that stuff happens. It just depends on what space you're in outside of online. Because if you're Marjorie Taylor Greene and you're on there saying all that crazy shit she says, she suffers almost no real consequences.
Yeah.
Because she lives in a space where she's free to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess. Maybe I'm just kind of misunderstanding.
But if you're like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I get what you mean, yeah.
AOC says something too crazy, she's going to really get raked or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or are you saying it's... now, when you say that, are you saying it's because of her position as the vice president, or are you saying it's because of her position because she's African-American?
Her position because she's liberal. Probably. Would be my guess.
Okay.
I mean, people still criticize her for all the stuff she says, though. So.
Yeah.
But she hasn't suffered anything as crazy as, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene has all that crazy shit she says, and she has, like, got all of her committees taken away.
Yeah.
But again, she's also easier to get rid of, kind of.
Yeah. It's tough, actually.
Like, and it's definitely a lot different. The other thing, So
a crazy thing that AOC says is nowhere near as crazy as whatever Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to say.
For sure.
So
again, it's always I don't really know where the lines are and where everything is like. If that makes sense,
they're all just relative.
Yeah.
There's no definitive anything. I mean, it took Twitter until Donald Trump was going to be out of office to ban him.
Yeah.
So it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Who you are and where you are.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who get banned every day from Twitter on every side of every argument.
Oh, no, trust me. Actually, we had to deal with a patron who was banned from Twitter and Tumblr because of something, and they were running for...
And Tumblr. I like that.
They legit said Tumblr as well.
That's really funny.
They were banned because of something they'd said online, and they had to make a new account, and they were trying to make a new blog, things like that, and they needed help with GoDaddy.
That's hilarious.
Long story short is they're running for city council, but they're
running for city council and they're banned from Tumblr. Yeah. Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
Yeah, no. Long story short is that.
That I love that.
But
that's great.
The person there that was helping was telling me like, a lot of what they were saying just didn't make any sense because they said they're for critical race theory, but they think the Holocaust wasn't real.
What?
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
What?
And they're also talking about like they're a good
what?
Or like they were a good Christian guy or something like that, and then they're talking about critical race theory. It's very
well. If they were a good Christian, then wouldn't they want the Holocaust there as a triumph?
No.
Oh no, because atheists did it.
Yeah.
That's right. Right. That's why.
No, yeah.
That's why they don't want it because they can't claim it. The Crusades are probably fine though.
Oh yeah, probably.
I would imagine the Crusades are fine for them.
Yeah, it was one of those like. You're like,
this person sounds utterly insane.
Yeah,
you sound crazy.
You hear it and you're like, you know what? It's not the weirdest person that's walked through our doors,
and that's unfortunate. So
it's not the weirdest thing, But at the same time, you're like,
they were for critical race theory, but they were a Holocaust denier. Like what?
Yeah, it's like
that's absolutely insane.
You're just like, what? Wait, hold on. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
hold on here.
What?
Wow, I'm so shocked you lost me there.
And I thought I was weird because my two favorite movies are Metropolis and Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. It takes all kinds.
Right?
Yeah, no, you just hear stuff like that, and you're just like, well, that's weird. And then
insane.
And then they're running for, city council.
City council. Yeah, of course.
State representative or some shit.
Could be anything.
They were running for an elected official office.
Yeah, they were running for the head of animal control.
Yeah, it's like also like it was funny too because they're talking about critical race theory and things like that. But then like they go up to one of my Asian coworkers and she's like, "Oh yeah, you just need to do this." Ignores what she says, goes and asks somebody else because it asks like someone who's of a paler variety.
Wow. Wow. What?
Yeah. So you're like, you're giving me a lot of mixed signals, my friend.
What? That's insane. Sheesh.
Yeah, so they're just like, sure, buddy.
Oh my god.
I mean, a lot of the people who were in those, what was it, the coup or whatever, the attempted coup were running for office now, too. So.
Yeah, they're running with that as like a badge of honor, also.
Yeah.
I was there and they still haven't caught me yet. Vote for me so I can get out of my crimes.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, Trump was having some rally. I wonder if he announced if he was going to run or not.
I'm thinking about it. That's probably what we said.
Mm-hmm. Said, if you guys send me more money, probably.
I might.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just another grift.
Oh, definitely. I don't blame him. Gotta make that money.
Get your bag clean.
Mm-hmm.
Stay toxic, kings, or whatever.
Stay toxic, kings. Yeah, exactly. Stay toxic, kings. Yeah, I don't have... There's a lot of stuff... It might still be going on. I'll be interested to see the recap of it tomorrow. If anything interesting is said. It's probably just the usual, like, weird stuff that he says normally.
Yeah.
Mixed with one awkward moment when he says that vaccines are good and everyone boos him.
It's true. God, vaccine people, the anti-vax people are so fucking annoying too.
Right.
I'm just getting so sick of having to like look at people put up fucking Jew stars on them and say
just say the dumbest shit,
and then like
they're totally fine. Because again, they're free to say it where they live because they're the heroes.
Yeah,
they're the heroes where they are because everyone is insane where they live.
And it also doesn't help either because it's like they're also usually the ones who deny the Holocaust.
Oh yeah, right.
And then are like, oh yeah, and then the same people who was like, we should ban the book about the Holocaust.
We should ban that. Yeah, if you teach about the Holocaust, you have to teach the other side of it, like how it was a good thing, right? You know?
Yeah.
Probably. That's like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's not good.
Hey, we can't teach kids anything because they might learn stuff. So we gotta make sure that we both sides every issue.
Yeah. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'll bet they won't tell you why the American Revolution was bad. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Alright.
Oh man,
Don't want both sides until it's a side they don't like.
I didn't think that was a thing that was going to pop up in my radar of like things that could actually be like, hey, let's teach both sides of. But no, here we are. Both sides of why the American Revolution was both good and bad.
Yeah, I need to know. I need to teach these kids.
I mean, like...
These kids need to learn. You know, one, slavery probably would have ended earlier.
True.
I'm convinced that would have happened.
Yeah.
Slavery definitely would have ended earlier.
Probably.
Slavery was banned in all the English colonies way before banned before the Civil War was over.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So
again, it's one of those things.
Now that probably would have started the American Revolution if it hadn't happened already. I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
So we've had that discussion before.
Yes, we have. Yeah, and I kind of agree. Like,
yeah,
like.
It just depends, but it depends. It's interesting to think about how, like, you know, how that would have changed something. Because you would have had the whole of America.
It's founded on slavery, yeah.
Yeah, actually, straight up, you know.
I mean,
like the North and South joining hands
to
defeat England to keep slaves, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. It's possible the North might have wanted to stay with England in that scenario.
Again,
because it wouldn't affect them, you know, well, normally, but...
Yeah, it's tough, like...
Yeah. But it's also that, I mean, a lot of different stuff could have happened if England still owned them, so...
Yeah, again, it's tough, man. Like, like the way things went down, it's probably fine, but, like, that's because we're seeing it from such a far, you know...
Yeah, we're very removed from it.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we can say what we want.
Would have definitely been interesting out west.
Yeah.
Because that area still would have been controlled by Spain/Mexico.
Yeah. Probably not as much by France. France probably wouldn't have owned it still because they had to sell it off.
They had to sell. They sold. Napoleon needed the money to keep the war in Europe going.
Yeah.
But he would not have sold it to the English.
No.
There's no way he would have sold it to the English. Obviously, they were the enemy.
Yeah.
So it's possible that the fighting actually would have been there too, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of a fight they would have put up because I don't think they had much invested in that. Like,
no.
Territory. Like, there's not many troops over there from what I remember.
No. So
it's possible the British would have just taken it anyway. They would have just went and taken New Orleans.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think actually, didn't they? Who did that in that battle? There's a battle for New Orleans, right?
It's been a while.
I remember Andrew Jackson was for Florida.
Maybe that is during the Napoleonic Wars. That is during the Napoleonic Wars. That's what I was trying to remember there. Yeah, because the English and the... it was part of the War of 1812. That's what it was. which is actually after the Napoleonic Wars, but... So they did have troops there. But they would have taken that earlier in Napoleon's time if they still owned the continent.
Yeah. Again,
it's also possible that if the British still own the continent, the French might have put more effort into it.
Probably. Who knows? Yeah.
So
again, very much.
It's one of the. I'm not good enough at history to become one of those alternate history historians.
Yeah, and usually
those crazy books.
Yeah, and those alternate history ones usually aren't usually very good because a lot of them are like.
Some of them can be a little too weird.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. They just don't. Mm-hmm. They don't work the way you would want them to.
Yeah, they're just on kind of like the person writing the book has to take like a strange premise and try to run with it.
Pretty much.
And they're basically just creating a fictional narrative. Anyway.
Yeah. And so again, I've never been a fan of alternate history kind of stuff, like what if scenarios.
Yeah.
I don't know, because
I'm not much of a hypotheticals type of person.
Yeah, it's a mix of those two, I think. I'm not big on hypotheticals, one, and then like two, it's like this kind of stuff like
it doesn't really do anything.
It doesn't do anything because you can't change it, and like the concept of changing the past just always feels like, oh man, it's gonna get like really bad really quick.
Yeah, and it's also just like distracting from actually trying to like
solve the problems.
The present. Yeah, like trying to change the past does not help us solve present problems.
No, not at all. So yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't like those hypothetical stories of like, oh, this is an alternate history. I'm like, how does this fucking solve like, global warming?
This is doing nothing. Yeah, this is doing nothing.
How's this going to solve my economy?
At best, this is supposed to entertain, and it's not doing its job.
Pretty much.
So.
At best, it's just to entertain.
Yeah.
And it's, you're
not doing it.
No. It's not doing it for me. It's not, it's not rustling my jimmies.
No.
But yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting color.
Yeah. Because of the Matto kind of like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It is interesting, at least in the sense of like, just to give you like perspective on things about like how like things could be different. And
I think it's just you think about how important some events actually are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, well, if this never happened, then these things wouldn't happen.
Yeah, it gives you the perspective of these are very important events.
Mm-hmm.
Page here. Salute. There we go. And yeah, and you hope people learn from, current history and move forward and, become better. But,
They won't. They never will.
They never did.
No. That's why I agree with every villain and everything.
Yeah.
Usually. Yeah. It's like, wait, the villain was completely right in this.
Yeah. No motherfuckers are crazy. Okay, this is actually part of the snake.
I think that's part of the snake, right?
Yeah. So let's just a little bitty details here. So this was.
I thought it was a little thick.
Yeah. So.
Okay, yeah, that looks good.
There. But yeah. It's kind of like...
You would hope they would learn from the mistakes of the past instead of just trying to exploit them.
Yeah.
Which is basically what all of those people do. Whenever they say anything is like... that anything in their lives is like the Holocaust.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, this is something that happened. Oh, man, I could totally exploit this.
So make myself look good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same situation. Except it's not.
It never is.
It's not.
That is such a very unique case. Or not unique. I mean, that's not the right word.
it's just like pretty big to go from like, oh man, I gotta wear a mask to this is the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Like, wow, like what are you on?
It's a jump, to say the least.
It's a stretch. It's a little much. Like, come on. You can be like, hey, you know,
I feel like you could try a sensible argument before you jump directly to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's definitely a more sensible argument. Like, if someone was to come up to me saying, hey, I'm not going to get vaccinated, and here's the reasons why, I'd be like, okay, well, at least you're being a reasonable person and telling me why you're not going to do this, as opposed to,
Instead of just using generic, weird, fucking talking point terms like bodily autonomy,
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
But, like, you're totally against trans people.
Yeah, bodily autonomy against trans people, also against abortion.
Yeah, but you're against abortion. But you're against, like, tattoos even.
Yeah.
Who knows with some of these people,
So, yeah, some of them are against
I know there are
tattoos.
religious people that are against tattoos all the time.
Oh, yeah. Body's a temple, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
It's not, because it's never been about, like, what is it? It's never been about, like, any moral thing. It's always been about control.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, morals are about control, kind of.
Yeah.
So.
Again, it's never been about, like, the good nature of it.
Yeah.
There's never been...
I mean, good and evil are just purely constructive.
Well, you know what I mean?
So.
The intent.
Yeah.
The intent behind the statements of this is...
The intent is power.
Yeah, is a control and power. It's never been like...
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's never been like...
You just have to find a way to explain it.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. It's just never been like, oh, this is like, I have a moral obligation to help people. I'm not here to do it for the betterment of humanity. I'm doing it for the, control over things that I don't want to see,
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, maybe some people, the betterment of humanity is giving them control over them. That's how they see it. They're like, well, if only I had control over everything, humanity would be better.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
again, it's tough. There's no real good way to put it.
No.
Because you can always just, again, the intent is usually what needs to be
yeah, exactly.
determined, and determining intent is just kind of impossible.
And everyone is always right from their own side.
Yeah, because everyone's a protagonist of their own life, usually, or whatever.
Exactly.
The usual statement.
So my intent is completely good. Now, you might not see it that way because you're evil, but,
Yeah. Oh, the moral gray.
Exactly.
Not much can be done.
Yep. Well, we never figured out where to go beyond good and evil. So.
Both funny and true.
That's it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's one of those weird, again, because it's such the concept of beyond good and evil is just, very vague and kind of just there to be, a talking point that doesn't mean anything, or to make you sound smart.
Yeah.
To get you laid, obviously.
Obviously. Bro.
Isn't that
Ichi quotes get me so much fat Tumblr pussy, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's all I throw out there, and that's it on the daily.
That's all you need, man.
That's it.
It's like PC stands for Pussy Crush.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny. Back to South Park. Yeah. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah, because it's funny also because it's so true. Like a lot of
it's also true.
Like Lane, yeah,
Lane. Yeah, Lane never believed any of that fucking horse shit. Yeah,
no, he was just doing it because it got him laid.
He was doing it. Yeah.
He didn't care.
No way.
Why does he need to care?
Yeah, Lane doesn't. No way he ever cared about any of that shit.
Yeah.
He was just with some girl who cared about it.
Yeah. So
of course it was an issue now.
Yeah. And he was talking about why he broke up with Holly was because the fact Holly was trying to start doing dreads for her hair, and he didn't like the dreads. And then Holly got fucking wise on him.
Yeah, right.
I wish we got Holly in that divorce.
I know. Tell me about it. That's how it goes.
Maybe we can reach out to Holly and just be like, "Hey, man, do you just want to hang out?
Watch some anime with us?
Do you want to just come to A-Fest?
Yeah, you want to come hang out? What are you up to?
Man, we don't hang out with Lane anymore.
Did you live through COVID? Just text that. Yeah. That's the first text.
Right.
Actually, it's after that.
Yeah.
Text all of that and then just be like, if we still haven't got an answer after 5 minutes, just did you live through COVID?
Yeah, right. We do have fun here, but
We do have fun.
yeah, again, I find a lot of that kind of stuff to be like very frustrating.
Yeah, a lot of it's very hollow.
Yeah.
Again, and a lot of some of that stuff is other people deciding they know better than other people.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's
because, quote, they can't speak for themselves or whatever.
That comes up a lot with people who are those, like, what do we call them? The white saviors.
I've heard limousine liberals.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Before, also. That's usually the rich liberals.
Yeah.
That's like that guy that Devin watches, who's a communist, but he owns a house.
So true.
So true.
So curious, and yet you live in a society.
Yeah, we live in a society.
I do think that the people that are like that, like, you know, like they want to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, dude, calm down. Like, it's just not. It's like people are much more. Not only are they complicated, they're also simple. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what makes them hard to understand, is because there's very simple motives built into complex motives.
Yeah.
Built into simple motives.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't put them all in the same fucking place. Like.
No, exactly.
And like, not everything needs a good motive.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that when it's like, you know, oh, why is this female character, a big good fighter? Oh, they must have had a really fucking traumatic life, you know. And like,
yeah.
No, they just thought it was fun. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe they just like, I don't know.
I just was into kickboxing because it was fun. Like.
Yeah, right. Maybe they just wanted to beat shit up.
It was a good stress reliever. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, no.
Yeah, right.
Because I remember that from people were talking about that in what is that movie? That really shitty Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
Oh, the old one.
Yeah, because like
I've never actually seen that movie.
I just remember that one.
I just know it exists.
I just remember that one was an issue. Well, not an issue. It was just brought up as like a this is really boring sort of thing, because they were talking about like Elektra and why her why she fights and shit like that, and she was like, "Daddy didn't want to raise another victim." I'm like, oh my god, you know.
That reminds me of that one girl that Lane was getting with that one time when she was just like, "Yeah, I exercise and something." I forgot, she said some specific exercise or something and something else, and then she's like, "Yeah, all that stuff they say girls aren't supposed to do," and I'm just like, who the fuck is saying this? It was like 2015 or something. I was like, who the fuck is saying girls aren't going to be at the gym or whatever? It wasn't even anything crazy. She wasn't like, I'm an astrophysicist or I'm trying to think of something else, like a deep sea welder or something that is like borderline all men, you know what I mean? Some weird job like that, you know? Like, or something really crazily traditionally masculine. I can't even think of anything, you know? Like a Formula One driver or something weird, you know? Like, I don't even know. She was just talking about like going to the gym and working out. I was like, what? That was such a weird sentence. Like, what? I was really thrown off by it.
It's like, whatever.
I was like, what?
I don't know if you know this, but you can just go to the gym, man.
Yeah, I was like, what? They have gyms that are all women, like exclusively. What?
Yeah, again.
Like, I don't know. I was very confused.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you hear, and you're just like, there's something.
Like, who is saying that?
Yeah, like who told you this?
Who is saying that? Is this one of those like straw men you're arguing against on Twitter? There's a lot of those posts, you know, where someone is just like making up a person in their head to argue with.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
And then they post about it on Twitter like it was a real interaction they had.
Yeah,
with a human.
I think that's
liberal comes up to me and is like, "Why aren't you wearing 17 masks?" And then I told him, "Suck my gun," and everyone cheered. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of that shit.
Or someone from the other side. People post other crazy stories.
No, I'm aware.
Every side
has like a weird, like kind of like complex of needing to be like
a victim and a savior at the same time. Yeah.
I don't know. People are just bored.
They really are, I think.
Or like they just feel like their lives doesn't have anything going on.
They don't have anything exciting going on compared to what they see on Instagram.
Yeah, and they just feel like they need to be a part of it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't like get my head in that.
It's hard. My head is not in that space. I want to live a boring life. I want to be Yoshikage Kira, live a boring ass quiet life.
It's not even about living a boring, quiet life for me. It's just like
quote boring. You know what I mean? Compared to this,
it's like for me. It's just like, look, I know that there's a lot of things that I just don't understand, And that's fine. I don't need to understand everything.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need to care about everything that happens in the world.
Yeah, because again, I'm not going to make it out of this world alive.
Yeah, right?
I can't be like constantly caring all the time. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
Like there are certain things that make me very upset, and then like there are things that make me very happy. That's just kind of how existence is.
Yeah, we can't all be Tucker Carlson. I don't know how he can stay so angry that he doesn't want to fuck the green M&M anymore. Like, I don't get it, you know? You have seen that shit, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
But like you get like it just doesn't make sense to continuously just be angry all the time.
Oh, I know, right?
Life is going to be full of just hardships and misery, and you need to strive to make it a better place, leave the world behind that you know, a little bit better than you left it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or when you found it, sorry. I said that wrong. But you got it.
I got it.
But, like, there's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
And I have to understand that the powers I have are not the same as, like, someone who has, you know, $1 million fucking dollars. Mm-hmm. And, you know, but I can at least, you know, try my best, and that's about it. Mm-hmm. Like, but to hold, like, every single thing I do accountable for the sorrows in the world go on, it's just not fair to anybody.
Yeah, right. Like, what are we doing right here? We're drawing a sexy lady.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean...
Okay. I guess it's my fault. I don't know. Something is happening.
Yeah. It's not even...
It's not even about what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not even about that, too. Like, it's like... The point I'm trying to make is like... You can only do what is possible.
Oh, yes. We can only do what is possible.
And be that from a shitty movie, but it's just really true.
It's so true. It's like fundamentally true because it's so simple and stupid.
It's because like there's I don't know if you ever finished O's. O's has a whole message about this too.
Oh, okay.
O's is because the main character, his dream was to like create a world peace. Basically,
Gotcha.
He was from a rich senator and he was trying to go to other countries and trying to make a difference by funneling money into it.
Gotcha.
And he found out the people that he was giving money to were the wrong people, and the people who were given money just ended up doing the wrong things with them and caused a lot of death and destruction. And he just started realizing that he was overreaching.
Gotcha.
That the only things that he can do are what's like, you know, within his grasp.
That makes sense.
So if there's somebody that he can reach out to and save, that's what he's going to do, and that's all he needs to do, and that's how everyone should be.
Yeah, right.
Because if everyone can just reach out and save what's in front of them, then that's all that we need. We don't need to be, you know, constantly going out and trying to, you know, be the savior for everyone. We just need to save who's in front of us.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because that's all that really matters, is who's in front of you. Because you can't do, like, if you try to do everything and try to save everyone, no one's going to be saved.
It's not going to happen. No way.
Yeah, you're going to blow up or everything's going to go to shit.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all there is to it. So if anything that you can learn from this is that, you know, only do what is possible.
Only do what is possible.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just funny to hear it said that way because, yeah, only do what is possible, but that's just kind of how it is, yeah.
We can only do what is possible.
I don't know what your eye color is.
I do not know.
I'm going to go with Boa Hancock.
I was going to say, I'm going to go check like the wiki real quick what it says.
I'm just going to do the manga color. Seems that her eyes are just black.
Let's see.
Yeah, just black.
You know, it actually doesn't say on wiki.
I'm just looking at this picture here.
I know, but some of these wikis, they have stuff like that, where they'll be like, have the character's eye color and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I wonder, you know, if there's a color listed.
Yeah, because most of the characters in One Piece don't really have eye color.
No, they don't. Yeah, this thing says like dark brown, but then in parentheses it says dark blue in the pre-time skip, then changed back after the time skip. So I don't know. Apparently they must have changed color direction at some point.
Yeah, that's another thing that's always like a little.
You know
weird.
what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you're just like, yeah, I don't even know. Just pick. No one's gonna. They're not like really weird. Like she doesn't have like weird heterochromia or something.
No,
It's like,
no.
gonna make it stand out. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man, is that picture that had all the Shichibukai in it?
Yeah.
Man, that fucking picture was so good.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, I
so
can just
cool.
recognize it just from this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. I love that one. I remember when that was the
picture.
dropped.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That was so fucking sick.
Because I think she was the last person we hadn't seen, right?
Oh yeah.
And so then after that, yeah, there was a picture that had all of them.
It was her and Jinbei were the last ones.
Yeah.
Because Jinbei wasn't revealed until after he left Amazon Lily.
That's right. Okay, so yeah, it was sometime around this time. Okay.
Yeah, it was right when it was during the Impel Down arc, basically.
Yeah.
Or actually, this was probably shown right before the war, the Paramount War.
Yeah, no, this is before Paramount War somewhere, but like, I just mean like we didn't. She was the last one, I think.
Yeah,
for us to see.
Her and Jinbei definitely were the last ones.
Mm-hmm. We still need to see this mysterious general that hasn't appeared yet.
The Green Bull?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to see what he looks like. I love that joke, though, where...
Oh, that dumb picture someone drew?
Yeah, and I was like, no, I've already drawn him, and he looks super duper cool, trust me.
Super duper cool, yeah.
I love that, just like, super duper cool. Like, that's like a fucking line that fucking Oda said.
Yeah. But...
Trust me.
Trust me.
Then he fucking made that Watto Ichimoji guy into the fucking actual dude who made Watto. That fucking kills me every time, too. Yeah, just Oda just being like, I need to make the guy who made the sword. Fuck it, I drew this one thing that was like a throwaway gag. We'll use it. Mm-hmm. We're gonna use it. Devin's having some fun out there, it seems. Mm-hmm. Good for him.
All right.
Let him have his fun.
For now.
Soon Ellen will have her revenge.
Right.
I'll remember this.
I know, right?
I fucking love when Ellen just says, I remember this. I'll remember that.
I still remember just the utter despair on both of our faces.
Oh, yeah.
Like, our lives were just shattered at that moment.
It was that moment that he almost turned into a phantom.
Legit, yes. Oh, well, I guess rent is still cheaper, so... Mm-hmm. The one silver lining.
The playbook, yeah?
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
Neither have I. I have no interest in seeing it either.
I don't even remember what it's about.
I don't know.
Is it a chick flick? I
think it's a baseball movie.
Is it? No, if it has a playbook, it has to be football.
No, well...
They don't have playbooks in baseball. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know, man. Fuck, I haven't seen the movie.
They don't have playbooks in baseball. We don't do that. We don't need that.
Look.
You have plays, like a couple of them. You know, like there's stuff you could do, but there's no, like... The strategy is to deny your opponent the board. That's how baseball works.
Yeah.
Like, strategy is all about board denial. Like, if your opponent never gets on the board, they can't win. That's how you win in baseball.
You know, that explains a whole lot about your personality when it comes to card games.
What?
I'm all about them not getting on the board.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you fucking play Peron.
Yeah, exactly. Look, man, like, I don't want my opponent to play. Like, this is how you win.
Look, man, I'm here to play.
If your opponent can't score any points, they're not going to win.
Yeah. That is just funny.
That's how baseball works.
That's how baseball works. That's how Magic works.
That's how Yu-Gi-Oh works.
That's how Yu-Gi-Oh works.
These are the best Yu-Gi-Oh decks.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't want to have to summon 5,000 monsters and attack to win. It's boring.
Yeah.
It's boring.
I know it is, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I just think that's just funny, that baseball is all about not getting your opponent there. And I'm like, man, that just, like...
That was it. Wes's entire personality makes sense now.
Yeah, it's like, well, at least not your entire personality. Your entire personality when it comes to...
Like game theory.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Yeah. When it comes to game theory. No. Not about... Look,
yeah.
Just because you have a specific game theory doesn't mean that's your entire personality.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying your entire game theory makes much more sense now that you've put it into the perspective of baseball.
Gotcha, okay. It works the same in curling. That's why I like curling.
Oh, yeah.
Curling is about area of control.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your opponent off the board, they can't win.
It's true.
You'll score points eventually.
It's kind of funny, actually. I just imagine that there's a character in like a, card game anime of some kind. Mm-hmm. And they're like, curling or doing something and they're talking and they're like...
Oh, okay.
Like,
they're giving my, philosophy.
Yeah.
They're probably watching, watching curling or watching baseball, definitely.
Yeah, because it's Japanese, so it's probably they're probably watching baseball.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're explaining their motives.
Mm-hmm.
While, the baseball game's going on, they're like, you see, baseball is all about control.
Baseball is about board control.
Yeah.
Your opponent is never on the board. They can't score any points, unless they hit a home run. That's about the only way, but I would still consider that. Because they do have to go around the bases.
Yeah.
But a home run is much less likely than just a single,
Yeah, very much so.
So...
But yeah, no, it's just funny because again, that's some sort of anime dialogue.
Okay.
Probably happened.
That's pretty funny. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because
I've never explained baseball in those terms before.
Yeah,
so.
but that makes much more sense in that term because that is actually how baseball would work. That's that is the ideal strat for baseball to make sure that they just can't get on the board.
Yeah, a good game of baseball is usually low scoring.
Yeah.
That's a sign that it was a good game of baseball in my opinion.
No, that makes sense.
But because once you get to 5+ runs, one side was utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
You either
that's why a lot of
your strategy is so a good game is not a game generally where it's 12-12.
No.
Well, maybe it depends on how it came back in the end, but usually a high scoring game. Not as good, in my opinion, to watch.
No, that makes sense because also gets into the idea of why Americans find baseball to be kind of boring.
It's not a fun sport to watch on TV.
Yeah, because again, that's why people love basketball and football is because they're actually high scoring games too.
They're high scoring and they're high
activity.
Activity. Baseball is generally very low. Again, you when you're running, you're gaining one base at a time. There's there are times where it's much more exciting, obviously.
Oh,
those are fun too, don't get me wrong.
No, and I understand where you're coming from.
But
I'm just saying I understand now why that's part of the reasons why I can understand that the philosophy of baseball just does not resonate with a lot of Americans.
Yeah, baseball is a more methodical game.
Yeah.
Football can have that aspect when you want it to, but I don't think a lot of people like watching a football game like that.
No.
They want to 1,000-yard Hail Mary thing, when, in my opinion, better football is just small gains all the way down the board, just crushing your opponent into the dirt like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because, again, it's also because football has a timer.
Yeah.
So any game with a timer, the best valid strategy is clock control.
Yeah.
If you take more time than your opponent, you will probably win. because you had more opportunity to score
Yeah.
versus your opponent. Like in a football game, I don't remember how much time is in a full football game. Let's say an hour of clock time.
Yeah.
There's an hour of clock time, and we controlled the ball for 45 minutes. I would guess that team won the game. If someone just told me that. If someone just told me based on clock time who controlled the ball for longer, I would guess that they won.
Yeah. And that would be a fair guess.
I don't know how accurate it is, like the statistics of that, because technically some team could have just, scored once and then held off whoever had the ball the whole time. Somehow, like I don't know how. I'm controlling, 80% of the game clock, but it seems kind of rough.
Yeah.
Because you would need to hold your lead by keeping more of the clock generally.
Exactly.
So it would be a weird game, but I'm sure it's happened. Just generally, games with a clock philosophy, controlling more of the clock than your opponent is the optimal strategy. But winning optimally is not entertaining usually.
No.
That is why people don't like Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. Because he wins optimally.
Yes. And
he doesn't win extravagantly.
Well, I personally think Mayweather's actually very smart, too.
Yeah.
Because not only is he winning optimally, he's also winning so that he doesn't get hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But, when you say optimally, it means don't get hit. Just get your points and get out.
Yeah.
But it's also because he's now going to get to live a lot longer.
Yes, he's going to get much more time with his money where he's cognizant of it.
Yeah, because that's what happened with Muhammad Ali. Like, he was a great fighter, but those, last fights of Muhammad Ali are brutal fights.
Yeah, those old boxing matches were way more brutal than the stuff we have now.
Yeah.
Way more of them were settled by knockout.
Yeah.
Way more of them, from what I understand.
Yes, that's correct.
They were settled by knockout.
Yeah, because again, that was the way you would get up. That was the
that's the traditional way of winning.
Yeah, because most people then are just like, oh yeah, you just hit him,
knock your opponent out.
Yeah, that's how you win.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's the traditional way to win the game.
Yeah. So So yeah, again, seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's again. Optimal is generally not as entertaining.
No.
And so that's the thing with some of these things. This is why Magic is not a good esport, because the optimal way to play Magic is not very exciting.
No. You can't play fast and loose.
Card games generally are Yu-Gi-Oh! The optimal way to win is generally very exciting.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's just about summoning a million monsters and attacking your opponent.
Yeah.
So that is exciting for 1 second, and then the game is over.
Yeah, but it's it's not.
The other optimal strategy is to never let your opponent play a card in that game. So those are the two strategies. But you're generally also winning by summoning all your monsters the next turn.
Yeah, my main problem though with Yu-Gi-Oh's philosophy of just
it's just not a thing that I like.
It's just because it's also it's over in a second, but it's not even that exciting after you see it a million times because you're just I've seen this, I know what's.
There's from what I remember, towards the end of it, games involve very little strategy most of the time. Now, most of those games, what makes a good player is when they don't draw the combo.
Yeah.
Or their combo gets stopped, and then they stop their opponent's combo.
Yeah.
That's what makes someone. That's where you can find out who's a good player, because they know what to do
when their combo
when you have to play like that.
When you have to play a real game.
Yeah. I think in fighting games, that would be the neutral game. They might say that, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Definitely.
Because that's what makes... Because if we gave two players Dino Rabbit decks, but gave them the worst hands in the deck...
Yeah.
We could... There's either someone is going to win because they beat their opponent by playing better with bad cards... Or someone's going to win when they finally, rip the combo.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's going to be it. So.
So, yeah.
So it's again, optimal is not always entertaining.
But it is always good.
Exactly. You want to win.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But televised events are about what's being entertaining.
Yeah, which is a shame.
So that's how it goes.
Which is a shame for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oof, that's my stomach. What I don't like about watching football is all the commercials.
Yeah.
There are way too many commercials. Because the advertising companies control the game.
Yeah.
Like, they tell them when to take a break. Because they need commercials. In baseball, they can't put the commercials on until there's an actual break in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not just in the middle of, like, the bottom of the ninth. And, and then they're like, all right, well, we're just going to take a 5-minute break here,
Yeah, no.
Like, there's 2 outs left, it's ad time. That doesn't happen.
No.
That doesn't happen. That's the one thing I always liked about baseball.
I still think baseball's just better to watch in person.
Oh, it's way better to watch in person, obviously.
Most sports feel at least better to watch in person. Yeah. That's just me, though.
Mm-hmm. I think basketball doesn't have a lot of commercials either, though, does it?
I never...
I think usually they go back and forth pretty quick.
I used to be big in basketball.
I don't remember when the commercial breaks happen in basketball now, off the top of my head.
I used to be kind of big into basketball, but it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I always was a bit more into hockey and...
I've watched basketball televised a couple of times.
Because hockey televised was always fun.
When it's like, oh, the Mavs are in the finals, or it's on TV.
Yeah.
I don't...
The Mavs in the finals, they're in the finals for that one set, and then we get to, complain about how they threw it away.
So...
As is tradition.
Hey, they won before, right? Didn't they win that one time?
Oh, they did, yeah. The one time. I'm just talking about, like, the usual.
Yeah. That's every Dallas team, usually.
Yeah.
That's any team, though. Everyone's going to do that.
Oh, yeah, at some point. It's just Dallas is kind of, like, known for it. Like, the number of times...
Texas and Dallas and stuff,
The number of times I've fucking read a newspaper that says one and done.
Yeah.
Staggering.
Mm-hmm.
Utterly insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always just liked watching the Olympics more anyway.
Yeah.
Because I get to see sports I don't see on TV all the time. Like, those sports are on, year-round. Not obviously, like, the same sport,
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
You'll see it.
You'll see it, like, oh, man, it's,
And it's all everyone
baseball leads into football, and whatever. Like, I see it all the time. Generally not all the time where I can watch curling, or all the time watch, like, archery, you know. You have to go look for it. Like, you have to really go search it up. But when it's Olympics time, oh, baby, so easy. I just, like, turn the TV on, the Olympics are on, let's do this, I might have to go look for a certain event if it's not on broadcast.
Yeah.
But if you get that app, that Olympics app was really good when I had it last time.
Nice.
Because you could just watch, like, anything. It was great.
But yeah.
It was all, like, on demand, so you didn't have to see it live either. Like, where else am I going to get to watch fencing, Shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's probably some good fencing YouTube channel. That's how I was watching a lot of archery for a while. Was like there was some archery association or whatever had the YouTube channel, and so they'd post stuff from all over the world.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. YouTube is really nice for like random niche things.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is that I can't, like, put archery on and listen to it, That's why I don't like sports sometimes. I can't just listen to them in the background.
Yeah.
I can listen to a game of baseball in the background.
Well, that's easy, though, because that's usually they're pretty good about talking it through.
Yeah, the announcers for baseball are usually great.
Yeah. Every other fucking sport, though.
Listening to sports is not too bad, but, like, watching it sometimes can be boring. It's weird like that. Like, if it's just on in the background, I don't mind it, but...
The only time I ever really, like, full-on cared about, like, a sporting event, like, for specifically, like, the Super Bowl, was because one of my roommates was just really too into the Seahawks, and I was just really,
okay.
like, I was just like, all right, man, I'm gonna bet you money Seahawks lose.
Nice.
And
Yeah, we used to just watch the Super Bowl just because it was the Super Bowl, you know? Like, it was just a reason to get together, you know? And funny commercials or something. But once you could watch the commercials early ahead of time, it was like, okay. And the musical guest is someone I don't care about?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You know, like, if I'm not invited to watch the Super Bowl with somebody, I'm probably not watching it.
No, yeah, and it's just legit. There's no real reason usually.
Yeah, again, like I said, it's more of a social event than I won't even know who's playing.
Yeah.
I'll show up and I'm just like, oh, I didn't even know whoever was in this year. Wow, are they good now? You know?
Yeah.
I can't wait till the year where I don't pay attention and all of a sudden fucking Detroit is in the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know?
Well,
although I feel like my dad would mention that because a lot of the times he would bet his friends at work that the Detroit Lions would end up with a better record than Dallas. And he'd actually generally win that bet, which is pretty funny. But you were saying?
Oh, yeah, no. The Super Bowl usually doesn't,
Yeah, exactly. It's
mean anything.
Especially since no one watches TV anymore. That's the thing, is it's like, well, as TV has basically broken down almost at all as a cultural unifier.
Yeah.
Like, there's really, like I said, I think we've discussed this, there's really not much to unify us as a culture anymore in this country. There's like memes at best, you know?
Yeah, and even then they're like...
So, I don't know, you know, there's stuff in the news that happens sometimes, you know, like when George Floyd died and other things like that.
Yeah.
Or like this Supreme Court justice fight that's going to happen now.
Oh, God, yeah, that's going to be miserable. Because, yeah, Joe Biden...
I guarantee that spot is not getting filled while Joe Biden is in office.
Yeah.
I would bet money. I would bet fucking money that spot is not getting filled. It won't get filled unless they put like a Klansman in. That'll be the only way they'll get that spot filled. Even then, they probably won't want Biden to get the win, so they'll just save him for later when they can vote him in. You know?
Pretty much, yeah.
See, look, we finally got him in! You know? That way they can claim it as...
Who retired anyway?
Oh, God. The one liberal that's not...
Dead.
Yeah, right. Well, aren't the other two still girls, or no? I can't remember. I know Sotomayor is still there.
Yeah.
But who is the other liberal that's not this guy? I can't remember what his name is. It's like Breyer or something?
Something like that.
I know what he looks like. I think it's Breyer. Yeah, Stephen Breyer or something. Is this the guy? Yeah. Apparently there's a quote that says, Breyer's brother, he did not want to die on the bench. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point, is to hold it for life, though?
Again, yeah.
Like, why would you give it up? You're supposed to hold it for life. They really should have a term limit.
For real. I think
a 10-year term limit is fine. I think that's the perfect length. It's longer than one president can go, but you're not lasting 2 administrations.
Yeah.
I think 10 is fine. 10 is plenty of years, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to handle plenty of cases. You're not going to have anyone in there who has too crazy a different ideas, probably, of what's, you know, considered normal at the time. Because that's the issue right now, is that most of the things the Supreme Court, of the cases that are, like, trying to be litigated, are trying to ban issues that more than half the country supports.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the only way they can get them made illegal, because lawmakers don't have support to make them. They have to go directly to the Supreme Court to get that shit banned.
Pretty much.
Which is why they stacked the court.
Yeah.
Ever since Newt Gingrich was in office. That was like their plan, because they realized that they didn't have anything to run on, and that their ideas were totally out of line.
Pretty much, yeah.
So...
You know what's funny is I was looking at that, looking at the what is it? The toys or the figures.
Mm-hmm.
Her boobs are much more squished together than they are in the actual manga.
I'm not shocked.
Which I was wondering about that, and then I didn't really look, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like,
You could have drawn it like that and it would have looked better.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh well, it'll sell like this, don't worry.
Yeah, now I'm just like, I gotta go redraw Boa Hancock one of these days.
My reputation is in the mud now, you know?
Kinda. I mean, it's not super in the mud, but it's like, because it looks reasonable.
Yeah, no, you definitely made it look much more reasonable, but no, like, that's the old... Is that the older manga? That's
pre-time
like,
skip.
Oh, yeah, so... I mean, that looks better in my opinion, but...
This one?
Yeah, this one. You know, obviously the manga one.
Yeah, I was like... I thought you were trying to cheer me up. I was like, what?
No, I just mean, like...
I mean, I did the best what I can.
I mean, you drew with the one that you saw. So,
yeah.
Like, you were going off the figure you saw.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can do. Did that outfit, they're more like this anyway, I think, right? Or no, you had the red one? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. You were going with what you saw.
Yeah. And plus, also, I guess technically the way your arms go up, it might push them together a little bit more like this, now that I think about it.
Yeah, because she's kind of leaning that way anyway.
Yeah, so...
Like, if she was standing, they'd be in the neutral, you know, that's the neutral position.
Yeah, that's true.
The neutral game. Yeah, no. Again, whatever. It'll be fine. It'll sell, and then you won't have to think about it again.
It's true.
So,
It'll
just draw it later.
It'll haunt my nightmares.
Yeah, you can just draw her in a different outfit later.
Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, there we go. Nico Robin. Oh, not Nico Robin.
Not Nico Robin, no. Bro, are you alright?
No, I'm just so
definitely not. You're so upset at the boobs.
I'm so upset that these boobs are just...
way too squished.
They're not too squished.
Too squished, yeah. They're not like hentai level squished.
Well, hentai level shit, they'd probably be fucking...
Well, you know what I mean, though, because
Yeah.
they would be like... They'd be like this far outside her body, but they'd still be like, you know, because they have to fit in a shirt. So
Yeah,
they'd
yeah,
be like
yeah.
this, and then they'd be like...
It looks at least semi-natural. Let's go with that.
Look, someone will buy it, and we won't have to worry about it. That's what'll happen.
Okay.
That's what I think. Again, your average layman is not going to know the difference.
It's true.
Yeah, these both look really good. Yeah, no, these look great.
Yeah.
I really like Swabuchi. It's real simple.
Mm-hmm. He's a simple man. Simple
He's a very
man.
simple man. Puts his thumb in his pocket, just like the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
I got the home roll over here, looking good. I like the snake. You did a good job on the snake.
Thank you.
Looks just like him. Yeah, no, this is really good. I think they'll sell.
Oh, yeah.
Like, find a fan of these, they'll buy them. They'll pick them right up. So, especially Rob Lucci. There's like never any merch with Rob Lucci on it.
Oh, yeah. Somebody would be
At
like...
least not in Artist Alley. There is
No.
official merch that has Rob Lucci on it, but like not in Artist Alley usually.
Hell no.
Nobody draws shit with their money usually. Boa Hancock has stuff, but I like this one. I like this one a lot. Looks really good. But I don't know. We're gonna head out. So thanks for anyone who was hanging around, lurking in chat.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you around next time on Monday.
Yeah, we'll be here Monday. We're gonna be at WeebCon next Saturday. Well, Friday through Sunday, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
we'll see you guys Monday, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
yeah, we'll probably stream. We will stream on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, all right then. Oh, you ended up making it to pretty much exactly 2 hours.
Nice.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one was because you added all the shading on everything. So, but yeah, we're gonna head out. So thanks for watching us, and watch Funky Space Wizard battle.